Today, we are talking about building generational wealth and the power of mentoring behind it. Because by 2053, Black wealth is estimated to be at 0%, according to an article by Charlene Reinhardt posted at blackenterprise.com, citing the Road to Zero Wealth Report based upon data from the Federal Reserve between 1983 to 2013. That's why we are studying Dana Chanel. And according to Forbes magazine, although social media tends to glamorize entrepreneurship, creating a successful business is no easy feat. 20% of small businesses fail within the first year, and 50% fail after 5 years. For women, those figures are even more staggering. Research suggests that compared to males, female business owners experience higher failure rates. Despite these abysmal statistics, the Dana Chanel has figured out the secret sauce to success at 25. Dana is a successful multi-millionaire entrepreneur and the creator of the #1 Black-owned online beauty supply store, Curl Bible, as well as the #1 online Christian ministry and mobile app, Sprinkle of Jesus. Let's look at a few things she had to say within a few interviews to talk about the power of building generational wealth.
Has given millennials this privilege of being able to create and execute through technology that ends up providing financially. For example, YouTube and being able to create your own apps and stuff like that. Everything is out there for millennials to be able to learn on their own. You don't necessarily need college to teach them how to be financially free or create a living for themselves. So many people after the age of 17, they're getting wind of that they could sell products online and they're starting and opening e-commerce stores. I just feel like the generation before us is in a really unique position because they could be utilizing our talents. They could be getting a bunch of young kids together and saying, okay, let's think of some really cool ideas. What kind of invention y'all want to make today? Let's sell it. Let's put it on TV. But there's two problems. Millennials don't want to listen to our elders, and our elders don't feel like they can learn anything from millennials. And so we're missing this bridge of a gap of collaborating together. Do you know what especially the African American community could do? Do you know what it is that we could accomplish together?
Now, in order to stop the cycle of poverty within the world's richest country, we must realize the power of generational gaps. It is the responsibility of the elders to raise youth that value them, and it is also the responsibility of the elders to be the type to value the youth. With those key components, the two can unite and build up together to make life for their bloodline the things that dreams are made out of. So generational wealth is definitely possible, but first we need to value that one thing, the power of generations. Come on, Dana, what's next?
I mean, if we can see each other fight, we can definitely see each other build one another up. You know what I mean? And I just feel like at this point in time in business, it is so freaking important that we don't just continue to see one person successful. And if there is enough information to go around for everyone, that we need to share it. My goal is to make sure that anyone I touch is doing better than when they first met me. So when there comes a point in time where I need a couple $1,000,000, I actually have friends to run and go find it from. You know what I mean? And so my point is, my goal is that it's a necessity. We can't keep doing this by ourselves anymore. You know what I mean? There can't be one family member who has money and then everyone is still broke.
All right, guys. So the power of success doesn't come from the success. It comes from the ability to pass that success along. While we talk and teach and preach goals, careers, education, family, and religion to our youth, and even us as adults, we all need to accept a level of accountability to admire those that bring people with them up that ladder of success. Those are the people we should look up to, and those are the people that we should spotlight. Because if we want to break these generational curses of poverty, we need to understand the power that those that have achieved certain things have. And we need to hold them accountable so that they can see the importance of bringing people with them. All right, come on, Dana.
I don't believe that I can change the world. I'm actually changing the households that make up the world.
Yes.
And so for me, when I think about the businesses that we've built, I remember having a real conversation with my family.
Yeah.
And we took a drive down the hood. and we started writing down every single business that we realized haven't moved in years. So the tax preparation, the credit repair, the beauty supply store. And so we started masterminding ways that we can build up the business, make it successful, and then build out the blueprint so that we can give it to families like ours. Because the problem is that, not that we're not capable, we're literally building corporations. We're literally sitting at those desks, sitting at those tables, building corporations. The problem is there was a lack of leadership in the home when it came to having the answers. So our Black families, our Hispanic families don't have the answers. And so if it takes my family to go ahead and do all that we can to create a foundation to distribute and license out businesses with the blueprint, then that's what's going to happen. And that statistic ain't true.
All right, now, we always want to get out of the hood and go where we think it's safe and better. But wait, what makes it better? Money, morals, opportunities, what? If we see value in where we are, then we can invest to make our communities better and in turn make our people better, which makes our future and our history better. So the point is, if you want generational wealth, start where you are and stay there. That way you'll get more bang for your buck anyway. Don't be offended by this picture. They're holding up their wedding rings. People, get your thoughts together. All right, let's go to the next point.
I don't try to fight the inevitable. I try to take responsibility. And I believe that these parents are watching their kids have a great time at homecoming. They believe in their kids, but I would say most importantly, have a plan for them when they leave and when they get out. And maybe you have not yet had a plan for yourself, but now it takes time. It's the time to be responsible, and that's what we're doing. For example, I have Jump and Jack Tax, right? What we realize is it's a $1 billion industry, but yet why is it that the $1 billion industry, there's no Black-owned tax corporations that's literally giving people the opportunity to make money in this country? That it's inevitable. And so I would just really encourage every single parent, please know that you sending your child off to the world to be raised is no better than them just having stayed at home.
Come on, she said that. A part of being a parent is the ability to train your children, your youth, and whomever is around you that you help support them in that process of growing up. You need to train them in a way that when they are older, that they will not part. That is biblical. You know, that's Bible. What did the Kardashians say? That's Bible. But know that when you cross them over to that adult finish line, that they need to have certain tools in place. They need to have certain examples of success. They need to know what is achievable and the tools to actually make the unachievable achievable. They need to be set up in a way with mentoring and exposure that will allow them to achieve everything that they were built to. Right?
The beauty supplies, this is just a secondary question I have. Are they brick and mortar or are they all online that you're teaching?
It's online.
Everything's
and so
online.
We will indeed be licensing it out to become brick and mortars because I think it's extraordinary how if you look at the Asian brick and mortars, when was the last time y'all saw advertisement?
You haven't.
No, you
haven't.
don't.
But
Yeah,
yet we
it's
go
all
into them
day.
every single day. So if I could exchange and offer the blueprint to Black women on how to open up beauty supply stores, then boom, we can start exchanging and changing the narrative in our communities. And so for us, I just want to make sure, I understand that our parents didn't have the information, but once again, times are adapting. There's that thing called the internet where I'm making more money than most, and I'm saying it's so proud and so humble because at the end of the day, I'm willing to distribute the wealth.
Right.
Those are two different things. There's people that are hoarding it and not willing to distribute it, and we're willing to teach you. We want to, we have to. I'm gonna be honest with that statistic. It may be their fact, but it's not our truth. And so if we are going to sit there and say, let's have I'm tired of being those fake woke people. Let's actually do what's necessary to educate each other and let me put you on. But it gotta be about you. Are you willing to take the necessary steps?
I guess she told us, huh? Well, I don't have anything else to add, but let's jump into this overview. So exposure is the key to spark interest. Interest is the key to inspire impact. Knowledge will support passion on the quest to impact, but a blueprint will save time and curve the majority of errors. So a mentor will aid in making dreams a reality by being the example of what you aim to achieve. And that is the groundbreaking thing. You want to have generational wealth? You want to break those curses? This is how you do it. You follow these steps. You ensure that you understand what a generation is. You embrace it. You unite. You figure out how you can impact your community. You need to set up a blueprint for the future generation so that they'll know what they're doing when you hand them that baton and give them the opportunity to make their life valuable. That's how you impact the world right there. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I want you to know that we appreciate you here at Mogul Academy. Feel free to join us next month as we break down some amazing mentors that are changing the world daily as women of influence and action. Visit us at www.mogulacademy.org today to support us by sponsoring a mentoring session at your child's school. You can donate, you can volunteer, and share your story. Again, at www.mogulacademy.org. Thanks so much. I'm Jessica LaShawn.